Especially nowadays, when we have competition, especially when we've got, let's say I talk to a seller and they are at 8, 9, or a 10, but they can't do something immediately. I will send them a video and the video might sound like this. Hey John, it's Mark, we just spoke on the phone. I just wanted to shoot a quick video just to put a face to a name. Now he sees, now this is a thumbnail that they see a picture. It's not like just a link where people are leery to click. They actually see his name written on a dry erase board. It's not technology, right? So I'll hold that up. It's gonna be, hey John, it's Mark, we just spoke on the phone. I just wanted to shoot a video just to put a face to a name. I wanted to, first off, thank you for your time on the phone. I do realize your time is valuable. Having heard the story of what you're looking to accomplish and why, I do feel supremely confident. 4 to 5 p.m. in the evening. That's the best, absolute best time to call. Now, the second best time to call would be between 8 and 10 a.m. So if you want to hack, let's say you're trying to reach someone and you're doing your lead follow-up and you're just not getting them, try during one of these times. It could help. I also want to say warning on this. This study is not a reason to just do lead follow-up on Wednesdays and Thursdays, okay? We still have to do lead follow-up every day. And then one other thing that I would suggest that we do is, yes, Sunday's our day with family and with whatever we do for our faith. But Saturdays, if we do lead follow-up for a half hour to an hour on Saturdays, I can't tell you, if I do that 4 Saturdays a month, I'm gonna get 2 to 3 more appointments. That's gonna result in 2 to 3 more listings that month. And how meaningful is that, okay? And then the other thing that this study showed us is that persistence wins. Are we giving up too soon? How many times do you think the average agent calls? 2. Did I have that on the slide? No, good job. All right, good. Because actually it's 1.4 times. I'm not sure how you call someone 1.4 times. Maybe you're calling, you get, and then like the second time you didn't get a hold of them. But they also go on to say that 80% of our leads convert on the 6th to 9th attempt. So the agents that are just giving up after 2, that's why they might not have the production that we may have. So when someone doesn't answer, what's a good hack, or what should we do when someone doesn't answer? Text, yes. Okay. Email, right? What else could we do? How many of you ever received a call that didn't say spam and it didn't say telemarketer? And you're looking at your phone and you're like, it's just not the right time. How many of you have received one of those, right? Yeah. We all do, right? But then that call called you right back. And then maybe they called you a 3rd time. And you're like, oh, this could be serious. Do we answer those? Sometimes we do, right? So there's a hack. And then another hack would be, and I've done this before, I call it being secret agent man. Like, I'll go to Derek, my husband, and I, we have an exchange student, and he has an area code that's like not even anywhere around here. And I'll say, hey, Alex, can I use your phone? I'll grab his phone, I'll use his phone, and darn it if I don't get a hold of him. It's just another little way of reaching people. And then even if I get them and they say, no, we're not doing anything, at least now they're out of my lead follow-up system, and that system has now become more efficient. Does that make sense? So, how can technology help us? How many of you use a CRM? Okay, so maybe about I would say about 50 to 60% of the room. And that's true. Statistics show that many agents do not use a CRM, which is a contact relationship manager. It's a system that makes this happen for us. And the question then becomes, how are you following up? I can remember a time when I was following up by using little slips of paper. I might have something written on a napkin. Isn't it easy for me to lose that lead? And then I go to find it, and I'm like, darn it. And I knew their home address, and I look them up, and there they are in the MLS they've already listed. That's a problem. That's a real problem. So the key is, how are we eliminating friction from our lead follow-up? Now, I don't know about you all, but my office is in my house. Friction to me could be the cat walks in front of me and looks at me with a nice way and I want to pick him up. It takes me out of my mode, my mode. And so friction could be You know, do I have little pieces of paper, or do I have a system that shows me, call this person, this person, this person, this person? That's eliminating friction and making it easier. The chances of me actually doing my job go way up. Does that make sense? So tech-enabled agents also use tech like this. Maybe some of you have heard of Mojo Dialer. Any of you? Okay. Mojo Dialer will allow you to contact up to 3 lines at a time. Now, I don't encourage this for lead follow-up at all. We don't want to do that with our leads that know us. However, if we're calling leads that don't know us yet, like maybe for sale by owners or expireds, or maybe we're doing circle prospecting of a neighborhood and we're calling the neighborhood and announcing that we just sold an amazing listing on Lake Conway, right, Myra? You did that recently. And if we're calling that neighborhood and we're just calling people that maybe we don't know, we want to be able to get through to as many people as we can. Well, Mojo will allow us to use at least as many as 3 lines, so our chances of being on the phone are way greater. Now, the tricky part about that is cell phone companies nowadays, they're determining if someone is spam, they're determining if someone is going to show up as a telemarketer. If we use that system improperly too much, then our caller ID is going to show up incorrectly, and that's not going to help us. So Batch Dialer, I just started using them. They're an amazing system. What they do is they allow you to buy phone numbers. And you buy the phone numbers, and the dialer will actually use those phone numbers that you've purchased, which have been scrubbed to make sure that they're not showing up as spam, and they're not showing up as a telemarketer call. And then that system will also notice when they have green light, yellow light, and red light. And the system, when it's green, you keep humming along, and it will use those caller IDs. When it shows yellow, you need to put that number on ice for a little while. And when it shows red, you just have to buy another number. And they're not expensive. How many of you use BombBomb videos? Any of you? Yeah, that's a valuable tool. Especially nowadays, when we have competition, especially when we've got, let's say I talk to a seller and they are at 8, 9, or a 10, but they can't do something immediately. I will send them a video, and the video might sound like this. First thing, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have a whiteboard. It's going to be this big. That's as big as the whiteboard is. I'm going to take a dry erase marker, and I'm going to write their name on the board. So then I'm going to take my phone, and I'm going to hold it out here like this, and I'm going to say, hey John, it's Mark. We just spoke on the phone. I just wanted to shoot a quick video just to put a face to a name. Now he sees, now this is a thumbnail that they see a picture. It's not like just a link where people are leery to click. They actually see his name written on a dry erase board. It's not technology, right? So I'll hold that up. It's going to be, hey John, it's Mark. We just spoke on the phone. I just wanted to shoot a video, just put a face to a name. I wanted to, first off, thank you for your time on the phone. I do realize your time is valuable. Having heard the story of what you're looking to accomplish and why, I do feel supremely confident that we can not only help you maximize value, but we can make this a very smooth, easy process for you and your family. That said, included in this link is a link to my client reviews. We have over 200 5-star reviews. Please take a moment and take a look at that. So that way you get a flavor about what clients are saying about our level of service. And then if you have any questions between now and when we meet, my direct phone number is XYZPDQ. Look forward to speaking with you, and thanks so much for your time. Bam. I send that out via text. If they prefer email, I send that out via email. Now, I've just introduced and he's seen my face. Do I have a way greater chance of working with this client if I have competition and they've never seen the competition's face? Not only that, but what else have I done?
You adjusted his name.
His name, yes. Personalized, exactly. And I've also reverse engineered how to get him to go to my website or to go to where all my reviews are and see the great reviews that we're doing. So now John knows who I am as an agent, and I have a way greater chance. He'll remember me. The next time I call him, he'll remember me over anyone else. Make sense? So I know with EXP we have KV Core, which is a CRM. BombBomb also allows me to track to see if they've opened the video and if they've watched the video. And if someone, let's say you're going on a listing appointment and you send them a brief video after you set the appointment, and I see that they've watched my video 2 or 3 times, there's probably a good chance that I'm going to get that listing. and it's kind of nice going into that. Does that make sense? Okay, so the value, that is the section that we had on lead follow-up. Any questions or ahas that you'd like to share with the group?
The easy one. Rick Carson, the Gremlin. What's another book?
Taming Your Gremlin. It's an amazing book. It has changed my life. It's helped me see Taming Your Gremlin. Yeah. It's helped me see, yeah, exactly. It's helped me see what my brain is doing to me. Powerful, powerful book. Thank you for asking that question. Any other questions or ahas? Yes.
Mark, on Obama, which I think is
Yes.
a great idea to send videos. That's only by email that they do it?
No, you can text them also.
Oh, you can-
And they show up as a thumbnail, but it doesn't show up as a link. You know how when you get a link and you're like, I'm not opening that. It shows up as a thumbnail. And then the thumbnail, the key is you got to use that dry eraser board. That's like 1 foot by, it's this big. It's 8.5 by 11. And you write their name on it with a marker. And then the first thing they see in the thumbnail is their name written. And so they're going to open that. They open that. It's powerful.
You did one for outside game.
Yes.
For Revolution.
When you were here at the last event, and I thanked you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Because Sigrid was happy the entire day. Oh my God, I gotta thank you. You know, and it's like personalized. That's really like
Yes.
it makes us feel good because it was going especially to her.
And literally, it's a 30 to 50 second video. And it says it right on the video. It says, watch this 50-second video. Who won't open a 50-second video, right? I mean, our attention spans haven't gone that low yet, right? So any other questions or ahas?
I'll give you an aha too. Well,
Yes.
since you brought up BombBomb, I started using BombBomb in 2017,
Uh-huh.
and I'm in a different world. I don't even have a way to maybe measure it, but the amount of people, you know, if I met someone at an open house
Yes.
or at a meeting, but especially those people, if I got a lead and I sent that, I mean, it was like, I guess I'm getting lucky all of a sudden and it has some stock. I think that, I mean, if I had to get rid of everything I have, that's the day I get rid of BombBomb, then I'm done with the business.
Okay.
I mean, I pay a little more because I have other features with it, but it's really not that expensive. And if you start doing BombBomb to say thank you, even for non-business related, I use it, you know, it's got my little logo in there, so that's what I do, but it's a game changer. I think if I get somebody that's doing the business, just give them BombBomb. I mean, that's propels you. I think everybody should know.
Thank you,
I think
Roberto.
it's huge.
He's getting a cut from BombBomb, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it has changed. It has changed my business also. And especially when we're competing, you know, when you're in a competing situation with other agents, not many agents will do that. It causes you to stand out from the crowd. So, thank you. All right, are we ready to move on and talk about the pre-qualification script? Yay. All right, so now I've just spent an hour and a half, 2 hours, right? Because I chose not to, it's my fault. Oh my gosh, you are gonna love our home. We have so many parties there. People just have so much fun in our house. It's awesome, it's great. It's at a, yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, sure, I'll